ARMY furious. The shocking truth behind HYBE's pressure on Taehyung, Jungkook is outraged. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the notification bell. This channel dives deep into the untold stories behind the headlines, and this one is going to shake even the most loyal ARMY to the core. The world knows them as BTS, the global phenomenon, the K-pop kings who broke language barriers and stormed charts from Seoul to Seattle. But behind the dazzling performances, the record-breaking albums, and the meticulously curated image, something darker may be unfolding. Something that has fans whispering, and insiders leaking. It started, as most storms do, with a silence. Taehyung, known to millions as V, began posting less frequently. No cryptic tweets. No behind-the-scenes photos. Just absence. And when he did appear, sharp-eyed fans noticed something unsettling. His eyes, once radiant with mischief and calm confidence, now seemed dulled. Like he was carrying a weight too heavy to share. Was it exhaustion? Burnout? Or something far more orchestrated? Taehyung isn't just an idol. He's a soul-bearing artist. Someone who, from the beginning, walked a different path within BTS. His baritone voice, his love for jazz and old soul music, his thirst for acting, photography, and individuality, he's always seemed like the member who straddled two worlds. One foot in the limelight, and one far beyond it. But that duality? It may have come at a price. Behind closed doors, HYBE, the entertainment giant formerly known as Big Hit, has been ramping up its grip on BTS's image. Sources close to the company describe a rising tension, a clash between corporate branding and personal identity. Especially when it comes to Taehyung. According to a former staffer, who spoke under anonymity for fear of blacklisting, Taehyung has repeatedly pushed back against corporate directives meant to mold him into a more commercial-friendly version of himself. These include scripted social posts, forced appearances at brand events he didn't believe in, and even pressure to delay or dilute his solo projects to fit HYBE's schedule. Let that sink in. The same man who helped write Sweet Night, who brought tears with scenery, who starred in a period drama with raw authenticity, is being told to wait. To mute. To comply. And that's when something snapped. Enter Jungkook. The Golden Magne. The youngest of BTS. The one known for his shy beginnings and fierce growth into a stage-dominating force. If anyone knows what it feels like to be shaped and pushed by the machine, it's him. Multiple industry insiders report a growing unrest between HYBE and the vocal line, particularly Jungkook and Taehyung, over artistic control. Jungkook, who has blossomed into a producer and songwriter in his own right, is rumored to have confronted executives after Taehyung's latest solo release was postponed, allegedly without his full consent. Why? Why would HYBE delay a project fans were begging for? Some say it's strategic. Others say it's punishment. Either way, Jungkook's frustration became impossible to hide. Sometimes, he said, we want to do things our way, but we can't always. He smiled, but the words fell heavy. An ARMY caught it immediately. The fandom erupted. Reddit threads exploded. Hashtags like #LetTaehyung and #FreeJungkook trended worldwide. Suddenly, what was once a whisper became a movement. But how did we get here? To understand that, we need to rewind. When BTS debuted under Big Hit in 2013, they were the underdogs. No major agency backing. No industry privilege. Just talent, grit, and a dream. Bang Si-hyuk, known as Hitman Bang, took a gamble on 7 boys, and together, they built an empire. For years, it seemed BTS had an unusual amount of freedom in the K-pop industry. They wrote their own lyrics. They spoke about mental health. They defied the cookie-cutter idol image. But empires evolve, and freedom, once granted, can be quietly revoked. In 2021, Big Hit rebranded as HYBE, a global conglomerate swallowing up other labels, chasing IPOs, expanding aggressively into Western markets. And with that shift came a chilling question: could the pursuit of global domination be squeezing the soul out of BTS? When Taehyung wanted to drop a surprise mixtape, one he'd been teasing for years, executives allegedly stalled it. Why? Because it didn't align with fourth-quarter marketing goals. Yes. Marketing goals. As if art can be scheduled. As if fans won't notice when authenticity begins to rot under strategy. And while Taehyung remained largely silent, Jungkook didn't. In one leaked snippet from a closed fan meeting, a translator reportedly captured him saying, "We fight for each other. Even when it's hard." And those who were there say he looked straight at Taehyung when he said it. Can you imagine the weight? Carrying not just the pressure of fame, but the responsibility of representing youth, culture, and an entire generation? And now, dealing with corporate interference that treats their humanity as a brand asset? It's no wonder Jungkook is outraged. It's no wonder Taehyung is withdrawing. But what's even more haunting is what might come next. Because if HYBE continues down this path, prioritizing control over creativity, the very foundation of BTS may begin to crack. And once cracks appear, how long until it all falls apart? To understand why this moment matters so deeply, you have to understand who BTS really are to the ARMY. They're not just musicians. They're not just celebrities. For millions, they're a lifeline. A beacon in a world that so often feels cold and indifferent. When Taehyung sings with that quiet ache in his voice, when Jungkook bears his soul through his dance, it's not just performance. It's healing. And that's something no corporation, no executive board, no branding strategy could ever manufacture or control. But maybe that's exactly the problem. Because control is the one thing HYBE seems to want more than anything. And now, fans are beginning to connect the dots, and they do not like what they're seeing. Behind the polished press releases and sanitized public statements, the machine is tightening. From the unexpected military enlistment scheduling, to the cryptic delays in solo releases, to the increasing distance between the members themselves, a chilling pattern is forming. What do you think is really going on behind the scenes? Is this just the price of global fame, or is something far more sinister unfolding? Let me know in the comments below. And if this shook you even a little, share it. Let others see what the headlines won't say. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us next time for the stories they don't want you to hear. Until then, stay awake. Stay curious. And stay loud.